Hi everyone, this is Charmaine here, and I have Carmen with me, who is inside our reversing diabetes system. We can say hi to everyone, Carmen.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, awesome. So Carmen, thank you so much for being willing to do a testimonial with me. So what prompted you to reach out to me in the first place?
I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes about a year and a half ago. I saw my dad and a lot of my family members go through diabetes. And while it was a shocker that I was diagnosed, my instinct immediately is to seek as much knowledge as I can. And so through Instagram, I found you. I followed you for a while, listened to all the wonderful videos and information that you shared through that platform. And I was very interested. There's so much research out there and almost even common sense now about whole plant food based and the benefits of it that to me, it just made sense.
I love that. I love that. And what is your motivation to make this change for you?
Again, in my personal life, I have seen how diabetes has played in those that I love the most, my father being the main one. My father passed away from diabetes complications at the early age of 63. I am going to turn 56, God willing, in November, so that's not too far off. And I saw how it affected my family, us. And so I know that I saw how quickly he deteriorated, and I didn't want to live through that and put my family through that. And so all about, here's a problem. What's the solution? That's how I think. I do that at work. I do in everything I do. There has to be a solution for everything. There has to be an alternative, another way, especially with type 2 diabetes. So that's my motivation, to live the best life, the healthiest life I can. And if there is a preventative measure or a better alternative, why not?
I love that. And I know there's a lot of information online. So out of everything, what makes you think that this is the solution for your situation?
I just loved how, especially after I started asking, your team, they were so wonderful. They are so accommodating. You have an amazing team that is constantly growing and learning and seeking and including everybody. And even after, you never really fully are out of the program. And I love that even more. Your people are always, I told Valentina the good news. She celebrated my progress. And it just, I'm the type of person that I don't really need cheerleaders. In this situation that is so life-changing, I found that to be very supportive. So I think that's one thing that looking into other people's program, I really like that about this program. The ability to be accessible. I am a school principal, so I am very busy. And so my biggest challenge always is anything that's set on a scheduled time. And your team has been so accommodating. You have everything recorded. I just found it, I can't speak enough about it. And I think that all those things combine and more so make your program stand out even more than any others that I have seen.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. That actually gave me goosebumps. I think it was cool. It was cool because we had a team meeting today, and we just talked about how one of the biggest thing, and I didn't make them say this, but one of the biggest thing that really helps people love what they do is really just the people, no matter if it's our clients, if it's our team members. So I'm very, very lucky to, have them and have clients like you as well. And how would you describe your journey in reversing diabetes?
I have had very quick and positive results. When I was first diagnosed, obviously I went into panic mode and I bought 10 different books. I spent over $200, and those books are just collecting dust because none of them gave me the information that I was looking for or the immediate information that I was looking for. I also did a lot of my own, and there's so much information out there, and one information contradicts the other. This is good. No, that's not good. And it's just, it can be so overwhelming. And so going back to your program, I did a lot on my own, but then I knew I needed more. I struggled with what are the right type of foods. I didn't want to be pricking all the time. I knew the path with my doctor, how that was going to go. Here's this medication. Now you're going to take more. You're going to take more. I know the end end result of that. And so what I did on my own is that I'm like, let me try, because even though I was taking metformin, I noticed that it wasn't making a big difference the way I wanted it to make a difference. And so I started not taking metformin, and I realized that, again, and this is just what happened with me, my numbers were the same. So I'm like, so why am I taking this medication if even when I'm not taking the medication, my numbers are still the same? So I knew then there had to be more. And I knew it had to be diet based. And what I did not want was to do a diet in a temporary basis and then go back to my old routine again. I wanted a lifestyle change. I wanted to make a change for myself and furthermore for my family.
I love
And
that.
so it's not just what mom is eating. Now, even though they're not diabetic, this is just good food for everybody. This is healthy for everybody. Who doesn't want a good liver? Who doesn't want a good, you know what I'm saying? So I was sharing with Valentina that as a result, my family is now changing their lifestyle. And my immediate family, who some are also diagnosed with diabetes, I'm constantly saying to them, they're telling me, oh, my sugar is so high. And then I look at their plate and I'm like, well, of course your sugar is high. Look at what you're eating. And they're like, oh, no, I'll take my metformin. I'm like, that's not how it works. It doesn't work that way. And they don't get it. But seeing me and, just getting my numbers recently, that I went from an A1C 9 to an A1C 6 in less than a year. And I've lost over 30 pounds.
Wow.
And I'm eating more now
Yeah.
than I was when I wasn't eating healthy. I mean, that I don't need to say anything. The results are there.
Amazing. That's huge, from 9.6 to 6 and losing over 30 pounds. That's amazing. And you seem like you have a lot of energy as well. I think just hearing
I have to. The job that I do, yes. Very high energy, very high.
I love that. I know you mentioned you don't want this to be a temporary diet, right? You want this to be for life. So what are some elements that allowed you to make it sustainable, would you say?
I think, speaking with, the information that you guys shared about what's working, what's the research out there, all of your slideshows, because again, with my busy schedule, I barely can make to your chats. And I love that it's accessible to me, even if I don't make it, just printing those out and just being educated. Because again, I think for diabetic, there's a lot of healthy foods out there, but not all of them. We have to be more mindful as to what we eat. And like I said before, just your team able to narrow things down, guiding us in the right direction, but then even more so personalizing it, because everyone's type 2 diabetes is different, right? And that's something I did not know. What might be raising your blood sugar may not be raising my blood sugar as much. And so getting all of that information being compiled by your team was extremely helpful. And then personalizing my personal questions, what's tailored for me, helped me. And I'm still learning. I don't have all the answers, but knowing that I can email Valentina and text her and send her a picture. Look, I found this cereal. Even just sharing. So I'm hearing that apple cider vinegar does wonder, and just getting that feedback and narrowing things down for me has worked, because it's an ever growing. We just need to get to know my body, get to know what works with my lifestyle, with my diet. And, at the beginning, I felt so guilty eating. Hearing from the coach, Valentina, don't feel guilty. It's okay. We're not here to shoot perfection. Hearing that over and over again. And I'm not typically that type of a person that gets affected by these things, but I guess it changes when it's more on a personal level, when you're talking about your life, when you're talking about, I'm thinking about being a grandma soon. So am I going to be here for my grandkids? And what am I going to look like? Am I going to be able to run around with them? Those are going back to your question about motivation. I want to be in the best shape of my life. I don't want to be younger. I just want to be healthy. I want to be able to be here for my loved ones as much as I can. And whatever I can control, make a difference about it. There's some things I can't control, but what I can, why wouldn't I? Right?
Yeah, I love that. And Coach Valentina is the best.
She's amazing. She's
sweet.
amazing. Yeah. Winston, your whole team is amazing.
Thank you. I love that you're able to really just future pace and just imagine what you want to do in 5 years and 10 years and 20 years, right? And I think that's what, gives you the motivation, and grandkids are so exciting, and, I'll be praying for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And what would you say to someone who's on the fence about reversing diabetes or doing all of this, changing their lifestyle? What would you say to them?
It is reversible. I'm living proof of that. It is something that can be, thankfully, I haven't been through many diseases, but if we can control what we consume in our mouth to change how we feel, how we look, how we behave, because, when we're sick, it affects us not just physically, mentally, emotionally. I've seen a difference in even the clarity and being able to do things better. And it's just changed me completely. And so if anyone out there is serious about truly making a lifestyle change that can impact significantly, not just you, for me personally, like I said, has impacted other people, and not even just people with type 2 diabetes, people in general, then why wouldn't you, right? If you truly don't come into this thinking it's a temporary solution, it has to be. And that's what your program claims, right? And that is what it is. We know this can't be just a today, tomorrow, next week. Let's lower A1C for the next 3 months when we're taking. No, it's a commitment with flexibility, and it's tailored. It really is tailored to you. You don't come and say, here's what you need to eat. No, it's tailored to you. Give yourself time, give yourself all these tools that you provide that are not just food-based. Valentina even shared the exercise that I could be doing, simple things that you can do. So really is tailored to you. For type 2, that's how it has to be, because it is tailored individually to everyone.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that, Carmen. And I agree. Everybody is so different. And I'm sure, in your profession as well, you'll see that, different people need different things, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and that's what we're about here. There's no cookie cutter. And it's sad because I see so many people go through different diets, different programs, like pushing like one thing on them, but really like everybody is different. So, that really is the key to success, is finding something that works for your body, right? So I love that. I'm so proud of you. Are you proud of yourself?
I am. I still have a ways to go, but I'm very happy. And it does take a village. Like even with education, it takes a village. It's not just one person. It's, you really do need a team. I'm the type of person that I like to do things on myself. And I can do this, but no, this is something that do surround yourself with people, and people that have done 75%, 84% like you. You guys know the research. Like I told you, I bought 10 books. I spent over $200. I got none of them out of it. The support you have there, why would you look for somebody that's already done the work for you?
I love that. And what's crazy is that you haven't even finished the whole program yet. You're just midway, you're just 3 months in, right?
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we end this?
Just thank you. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and for putting this together, and for helping people like me. And I'm grateful to be able to have this platform that we are able to do this nowadays, right? When I was younger, when my dad was around, he didn't have that. And I'm very grateful for the privilege and the ability to be able to do it. So thank you.
Of course. And you're changing the next generation as well.
Yes.
Right? Your kids, your grandkids, their eating habits are going to change. So that gave me goosebumps. And
I go around and say, that's too much sugar. And they're like, but I'm not diabetic. Doesn't matter. Sugar is sugar. That's not good for you.
Yeah. I love that. It starts in the beginning, right? It starts in the very beginning.
And at work, I see, my teachers, they're on these diets. And again, they're not diabetics, but they're like, Carmen, what are you doing? I'm like, no, I'm actually eating more, and I'm eating good food. And you guys are starving yourselves. You're with these little soups or this little, no, I'm not doing that. So again, it's amazing. I'm glad I'm able to share this with you, because I've never done anything like this. Again, I like to do things on my own, I think, but this really overwhelmed me. And in a very short amount of time, your team was able to make a big difference in my life. So thank you.
Love that. Well, thank you for trusting us. It's just, this makes my day. I really am so inspired by, your determination to change, and, just how you're able to do this in such a short period of time, and super proud of you. Thank you so much. I know Valentina will be so excited to, watch this as well. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And for those of you who are watching this, if you want to join the Reversing Diabetes program, you can book a call with us in the link in the description below. That's how Carmen started, right? And so thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And thank you, Carmen, for this.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.